Let's talk about Miranda for just a second. So how long you been married?
A little over 3 years now. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
like you could get in trouble. Is that true?
That's
you
true.
know for a fact? Okay, so she got a motorcycle from Carrie. We saw that all over all the tabloids.
Oh, yeah.
She got Carrie a
She got
motorcycle.
Carrie.
I read a tabloid that said that I was upset with her for buying Carrie the motorcycle.
Were you upset
because
with
I
her?
think motorcycles are dangerous.
And do you think they're dangerous?
No, I think they're dangerous for me because I've, you know.
Have you laid one down before?
No,
that's what
but
I've learned.
I'm
The terminology
drunk all
is.
the time.
Oh, okay, right.
I don't want. I mean, they're not interesting to me, and so apparently at some point I said I don't like motorcycles, and it turned into a tabloid. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, not at all. I was also that story came out. It wasn't a tabloid story about Miranda's plane having to land, emergency landing. Now, how serious was that, or was that them making a bigger story out of something?
I guess it was pretty serious. I mean, This was just a couple of days ago. I got a text from Miranda. I was expecting her to land here in Nashville, and she texted me and said we had to make an emergency landing in West Virginia. We lost air pressure or pressure,
cabin pressure, whatever it's called,
in the airplane. And I was like, oh, stop everything. What the hell's going on? And I called her, and they're kind of laughing, and she sent me pictures of her in fireman's suits and stuff, and so. I guess the pilots were pretty calm about it, but she said that they turned around and told them, "Hey, we got to make an emergency landing." And she said 15 minutes later they had landed.
Oh, so they were down, so they dropped it quick.
It was, I guess, serious enough that they had to get that thing landed quickly, and I guess a fire truck pulled up, and by the end of the day they were letting Miranda drive it around and work the sirens, and she had on the suit.
How, if you were to percentage these stories that come out, 90% false, 80% false, where would you put it? As people just looking for clicks and people just looking to buy, making up crap.
At this point, I would say they are 100% false. When they first started, there was a little bit of truth to the stuff. Like, if I'm drinking too much and a producer comes over and says, "Hey, man, you're drinking too much," next thing you know, I'm getting fired from the Voice. Or if who knows, it just takes one small little thing, to happen, and it creates this other story that they can legally print and put out. Lately, I'm calling my attorney going, "All right, man, I know we can sue them this time because it's I didn't have an egg. I didn't hatch an egg.
You didn't hatch an egg. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I didn't do it.
Right.
But you get to the point where it's literally like flies. You just kind of forget about it. It's irritating, but you just go on. And
those guys yell the mean stuff at you too, even though you're a lot bigger than they are. Like when they come with the cameras, like, "Hey, Blake, you suck. Look at the camera. hey, you suck, Shelton."
No, they know they'll prod me with things like. The last time they really got to me was asking me about the Westboro Baptist Church people picketing my everything, and that guy knew that would get a rise out of me. And it did. I saw it on TMZ the next morning, and it was like, oh God, because I had been drinking at this event, and it was like, oh man, it's real bad. But luckily, I was mouthing off about. Right. Westboro Baptist Church, and nobody really feels too sorry for those people. So, they'll definitely try to get you fired. The paparazzi, the ones on red carpets can be ruthless too. I was standing there with Miranda at this year's Grammys and walking the red carpet, and you have these X's. You have these X's. You have to stop on them, and I was kind of looking around to make sure, and I heard, "Man, we'll figure it out." I'm like, "The hell is get him out of here? Who said that?" And there's 100 of them, you can't see. It's like, strangle that punk.
Blake Shelton is here. I'll ask you this: The Voice. Did you ever think about not doing it whenever they approached you?
Oh gosh, yes. I remember telling my managers, "Hell no, I'm not doing that. It sounds on paper." So stupid. We're sitting in these red chairs, and we hit a button, and it turns around like it's Wheel of Fortune or Price is Right or something. I mean, it's odd sounding, you know. And then you make these people do it. But once they sent me a link for the Holland version of The Voice,
which is what I watched for many years before the American one.
Really?
No,
Did you really?
No, never.
Big fan.
Never.
But it made sense to see it happen, and because it took, even though it can be cheesy, it's still fun, and people are laughing. I mean, nobody's taking it too serious, you know, in those stages of the show, because it's meant to be goofy and fun, and to get you where you needed to be to find these great singers, you know. And so I was hesitant. It wasn't until, because I didn't know who Adam Levine was, and I knew who CeeLo Green was only because I saw him dressed like the Peacock on the Grammys that year when he did Forget You.
Yeah, on the piano with the Muppets?
Yes,
yeah.
and Gwyneth Paltrow was like, you can't forget. Oh, that guy. Yeah. And I didn't know who Adam was. I knew who Maroon 5 was, but I didn't really know him. But then when they said Christina Aguilera is going to do it, I'm like, well, she's a pretty big deal. If she's going to do it, I better do this thing, you know. And I'm glad because I probably drug my feet just long enough that they were looking.
Do you know who they had
else
up next? If
I
you
don't.
did?
I don't. I never asked, but I'm sure it was Luke or Brad or somebody. You know, I'm
boom,
sure.
Boom, I turn around. Boom, boom, I pick you. Blake Shelton's
That's
here.
real good.
Thank you. Our guest's been Blake Shelton, the album based on a true story, the website blakeshelton.com, and Twitter @Blake Shelton. And that's really you on Twitter, right?
Unfortunately,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, you would say yes?
Yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, it's good. You're a fun follow. I mean, you definitely, it's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
This got awkward all of a
It
sudden.
did all of a sudden.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can't make up some of the stuff that you know? I mean, if you have someone posting that for you, then.
I need to fire him. Right.
No, I'm saying it's good. It's
Oh, okay,
entertaining.
good.
Hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming by, man.
I love you.
Thank you very much.
Y'all should hug it out.
We've been seeing a lot of each other.
It's
over
weird
the
that I
past
said
few-
I love you
few
and
months.
you didn't say it back,
doesn't
especially with a lot of people in
I
here.
don't say that. I've
He's
never said
never
the L
said
word.
it.
I don't say it. Like
Really?
Like in a serious. I don't. Yeah. I have deep abandonment issues.
Wow.
And you don't know if I'm sarcastic or not, but I'm not. That's the sad thing.
Like, this will take a whole nother segment.
to talk, have y'all talked about this
a lot.
before?
Oh yeah, I've been in therapy.
Like,
a
You
lot.
won't say it to anybody?
I've never said it to a girl. I'm
I'm not a girl.
Okay.
What?
If it was like, yo, bud, me too, buddy. I do that.
All right, I'll take that.
And then too, Blake.
Yeah.
All right.
And then too. Okay.
Good enough. I love you, Bobby.
I do your
I love
parents.
you, Bobby.
Thank you, Blake. Blake Shelton here. Hey, I loved having you on. That was great.
You did love it?
I loved having you on the show. That was great.
I'll take it.
As a human, fair. Blake Shelton, good to see you. Thanks for finally coming on.
Thank you,
All right,
buddy.
everybody clap your hands for Blake Shelton. Excellent.